Welcome back, everybody. This is Chuck here again with another review of the Girsan Regard Gen 4 and why I think it is the M9A4 of Turkey. So if you've seen in previous builds or previous videos, I have this Regard MC that put over 1,200 rounds through. I think it's at 1,400 at the moment, and been nothing but impressed. It is heavily modded. A lot of parts have been changed here. However, I discovered this gun a little bit later, and I just wanted to bring it up because there's a lot of really nice features on this gun. So first of all, it is clear. Just took it out of the box. Got it for about $425. It's on sale. And again, let's just kind of go through it. So first things first, let's kind of start from the top. If you'll notice, the changes here, we have a actual dovetail front sight, super nice. Actually have some really deep aggressive side serrations up front, easy to grip and hold on to. Moving our way back, we still have the same Picatinny rail on the bottom. Nothing different about the barrel, and we do have that steel guide rod as well. Moving over to the takedown lever, we do actually have a competition style takedown lever that you can actually rest your thumb on, so you can actually kind of help mitigate recoil that way, as well as an extended slide lock slash slide release. If you notice, it's a little bit angled. It has a little bit more out of the way, or a little easier to reach, I should say. So that's neat as well. As well as we have a G-style decocker here. Instead of the regular one that just hangs down as a safety, we actually have a G-style, which is super nice. Continuing on with the gun, the trigger. If you remember this one particularly, one of the first videos I ever did, a lot of stacking, a lot of creep, extremely heavy trigger. And this one, I'll bring it in closer. It's a half cock. Nothing. No creeping, no binding, no stacking, no nothing. In fact, it's very smooth. It's extremely heavy. It is still very heavy. But let's go to the reset too. There's the wall. There's no take up here, which is kind of crazy. And reset. Not bad. Honestly, that's way better than this one was stock. And honestly, it's actually really good. You could clean that up with the LTT trigger bar, obviously. I don't know if it's worth the $80 to do so on this when it's already, I don't know, maybe an eighth of an inch reset. Maybe a little further. Maybe a little under a quarter, so like 3/16 or something. But I mean, it's still pretty good, and it's extremely tactile. Again, that wall is super defined. Again, probably the heavy spring weight to it, but it's extremely nice. Down here, extended mag release. You'll notice this one's a little bit more recessed, whereas this one's sticking up a lot more. So that's a good, another nice feature for the gun. Has the grip here with the window cut on it and the cut in the mag. I don't like this, so probably just going to get rid of this mag. I'm probably going to swap out these grips, which I was going to inevitably do anyways, and they don't really have that much traction to them. They look nice, they're interesting, but probably just going to get something different, which is totally fine. As for that, other quality improvements that I really want to talk into, fitment. Holy smokes. There is zero, and I mean zero play, up, down, side to side on this slide to frame fitment. It is like not moving. We'll see how that holds up with shooting some rounds through it, but this one down here at 1,400 rounds has barely loosened up at all. The front is extremely tight. The back, however, has a little bit of play to it. Oh, sorry, I got that backwards. The back's very tight. Front has a teeny bit. You can probably hear that a little bit. Again, it's not wobbly, but there is, if you force it, there's a tiny bit of play there. So, but anywho, put that back on safety there. Anyways, you can tell that this one is definitely made with a lot more attention to detail. In fact, the only thing I wish this had would be some sort of optics ready capability, Probably asking a little too much out of this one. I do wish there was some more texture on the front strap and the back strap. Again, we have the old school vertical lines, which I wish we actually had horizontal instead to grab you. And again, why do I bring all this up? Well, because my M9A4 cost me just under $1,000. I think I got it on sale for like $950 or something. And you get a lot of the same features out of this gun, and a lot of the same like trigger, like I guess a lot of the characteristics of the trigger. We'll go through it here real quick. You know, you get the front serrations, you get the dovetail front sight. This does have a threaded barrel. Obviously I have a comp on here, but again, the threaded barrel is really not a deal breaker for me. We do have red dot mounting capabilities, so maybe this is more akin to like an M9A3. And then of course, you know, you don't get your takedown lever, competition takedown lever, you don't get an extended slide release, but you do get some really nice grips from factory. They're not super nice because they're plastic, but they are super grippy. But let's get in this trigger as well. So the trigger is very smooth. Not too light, but not too heavy either. Again, just very smooth. No stacking, no nothing. The reset, though. Look at all that take-up. Tons of take-up there. Which is fine. You got a defined wall. And then we'll go to the reset. And that's actually shorter. That is shorter than the other one. But again, it's pretty dang good from a stock gun. So that's the M9A4. Go back here. We'll just, again, no stacking, no binding. Do the reset. Yeah, it's just a little bit further there. But again, I bet we could actually clean that up. Again, we could definitely modify it. But yeah, that single action is still really nice. And again, the fact that there's just no take up there is kind of impressive. There's just like a millimeter of take up. It's very cool. But yeah, anyways, guys, just wanted to let you know, Girsan Regard Gen 4. If you are interested at all in a Girsan, again, I got this for about $400, about half as much as my M9A4. Don't get me wrong, these guns basically got me into Berettas, and now I own like 6 of them. But I still love these guns because for the cost value, the ability to tinker with them, they take M9 magazines, so you just keep, you know, alternating through them. They're just fun to mess with and build different varieties of guns out of them. And they're super, so far, been super reliable. We'll go through it with this one too. Plan on shooting this one a lot more and seeing how much it can take, as well as adding some modifications and adjusting it. But again, I think if you wanted to get into a Girsan Regard and you wanted the best one out of all the models they have, because they have a ton, I would start with this one. You can get it in a black grip or a blue grip, but I think the Girsan Regard Gen 4 is the best way to start. You get a lot of upgrades over the basic one, and I think it's going to take a lot less money to actually make this one run just as good as the previous one. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Take care and be safe.